Tension's running high. Something's got to give here. 2 minutes left. If any team wants to close this down now, they need to make a difference. Stu bombs his own teammate, gets the return though, and then gets a grab right afterwards.
Oh, Builda misses the rolling bomb. That would have been clutch.
Stu elected not to go for it, seeing Pavlov on the button. Helen Keller though, rolling bomb regrab.
With Yas with another rolling re. This would be a good time to try and kiss. But Walrus also with a rolling re. Lots of rolling bombs this last round.
Yeah, not a lot of life left in Yossarian's RB re, so
yeah,
kiss
it's
is
gone.
no longer valid. Yep.
A kiss is always valid. Said like a true defensive player.
Yep. Ooh, strong opportunity. Helen Keller coming in. Ooh, the block isn't quite there on Walrus, who gets the return. That's the best opportunity we've seen yet.
Yep, it was a beautiful job, though, using that bomb to get around, not going straight for the flag, knowing a player was there.
Kiss by Walrus. Great snipe back into base by Stu. Sets up a 2-on-2 opportunity. Pinocchio needs to push it in before people get ahead. And the opportunity is passed. Stu, though, had a really big reset there, though. A snipe back into base, setting up that opportunity. Cripple, though, has a rolling bomb. Returns a cap. It's not there.
Helen able to get
not quite
Pav out.
Yep. Yeah, sets up that chain. Very good job by Pavlov and the whole team really supporting that grab. 20 seconds to go. Doesn't look like we're going to see anything separate these sides. We're going to move into another overtime period.
Yeah, there's still time right here. They're going to kiss, though. I think they both want the overtime period now.
Build a cat.
Oh, one last
Looking to
push.
make the difference.
3,
Ooh, Pinocchio.
2, 1.
Yeah, it would have been tough to get it in there.
That's a 0-0 overtime for us.
Wow. On we go. Merry-go-round spins on.
Yep, overtime number 2 now. I guess that getting that first catch is definitely accented here now, seeing that nobody scored for 10 minutes.
So, do we think teams are playing a lot more conservatively in this overtime? Because there don't seem to be quite as many capping opportunities.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I do think we've seen the flag held in base a little bit more, so whether or not that's nervousness or just better prevent from both teams, it's hard to say. Certainly less capping opportunities.
Yep. All right, I've got some highlights for you. If you're ready, there's not as many. There was a lot of conservative hold, like you guys were talking about, just trying to stay alive and make sure that the regrab was present before you do anything risky. That's about that was about the theme for this. I don't know if we really need to see the highlights though, because it looks like both teams are ready. So you guys want to just jump right into it?
Yep, we're going back into unadulterated tag pro.
Sounds great.
We got 10 more minutes ahead of us.
Yeah, again, folks, we're going to start on Origin for this half and then switch back to Sphere for the second half.
So now this is the 10 most important minutes for these players this season. None of the previous 50 minutes of Tag Pro matter anymore.
Nope. All right, the map is loading up. Let's see what we got for you guys. Great spawn by Helen Keller to pick up his team's Tag Pro and another Tag Pro going to this. Wow.
Yep, gotta love that base spawn. That 1 in a couple thousand chance. You got it.
Yep. Should be 2 Tag Pros going to the small caps. See if they can capitalize. Of course, Tag Pro and defense for Cripple is nothing to laugh at.
Nice kiss there.
Oh,
Out past
good.
3.
This has to be a cap. Walrus can't quite get there. Maybe he's got the button. He does.
He missed the bomb.
He misses the button bomb.
And that's our first overtime cap, courtesy of Build a Cat.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good cap. That's great execution using those power-ups. You do think that potentially the return could have been there, but it wasn't in the end.
If he had just gotten that bomb, that would have been game. Beautiful spike by Helen.
Yeah, a little bit of a coys get on that button by Walrus, but...
Well, he was spinning. He had a lot of momentum. Everybody knew he wanted to hit it. It was less a question of whether or not he knew it was there and more of a question of whether or not he could get there. Walrus, good snipe.
Gotta love the boost snipes.
Mm-hmm. Helen
Oh,
Keller.
Build-A-Cat stealing the rolling bomb.
Poor communication.
At least he uses it to kill a defender. Helen
Nope.
almost jukes the juke juice.
Stu out of base. Pass 3. Pass 2. Wow. It's end to end right now. So another round of power-ups came and went. Didn't amount to anything.
Very interesting rolling or boost to bomb scenario. It could have set up a potential reset of the.
Yeah, that bomb return sent 2 guys almost back to their base to get the return. It just took them too long.
Pinocchio staying close to base, knowing that he needs to be in the vicinity if he wants a cap. The first return is there. His death is also imminent. Cripple now looking to keep that
Build-A-Cat
chain
going
alive.
back into base. Dangerous move.
Pavlov taking that rolling bomb before Builder could get there. Couple rolling bombs potentially could have gone to flag carrier, didn't in the end. Pinocchio is out with a rolling bomb. Pass 3. Potentially return for cap scenario. It's there.
He's going to get his own. That's going to be a tie game.
Oh, gets the return himself. That right there is tag pro. You get the return, you get the cap. Wow, great play.
I can't think of a more satisfying thing to have in overtime than to get your own return for a cap.
You know, we will, if this, you know, regardless of how the score of this half, we will go into another 5 minutes after this. It's not the last 5 minutes, but both teams not willing to give up any momentum. Walrus needs to get out of base. Does.
Might be a long night for me. Currently 12:34 Atlantic Standard Time. So I don't see this getting finished until about 1 o'clock.
Oh!
Billiken, great!
That
Where's
timing.
the regrab? Whew, that tag throw by Pavlov.
Were they going for that power up? Is that a second power up related cap?
Yeah, Stewart and Cripple both have a juke juice right now. One of those could potentially be a guilty power up.
Oh, they dropped the block on Walrus and he gets the return.
Cripple though is out past 3. Nobody looks to be able to get that return quick though. Yep. All right, minute left. Caps to be had. Solo return by Yossarian. Can he get the second? Too much to ask right away.
Yep,
Now it's a good kiss.
Everything seems to be slightly slanted towards the small caps at the moment. They're just getting things done at the moment.
Yeah, it's some relatively cagey stuff, but the opportunities are still flowing.
Builder doing a nice job killing one of the chasers for Pav. That bomb sent him into risky territory.
Yeah. Both chains alive, but a couple power-ups going to the semi-pro bots. Oh, this is a strong opportunity. Ooh,
Oh, that
Cripple
boost.
has a boost spawn. I think it spawned in front of him right then. I don't think that was a willing boost.
And this is going to be a reset for semi-pro bots. Pav,
3 to
I
block.
thought he was going to play anti-re there.
3, 2, 1.
Wow. So, narrow margin.
Small caps are going to go into the second half of this second overtime up 1.
Build a cap. 2 caps there.
Yeah.
The first one, really good capitalization of the double tag pro scenario. And then Pinocchio answering that with a really good rolling bomb return to cap. But in the end, small caps, narrow margin, pulling out ahead. That was their let's see, that was their origin half. So
So that was favorable to small caps.
And another Twitch viewer update. We have 179 right now. So
fantastic.
Keep it going up. But I like the trend.
So we
Do we want any
not
highlights?
since the first 30 minutes have we seen any really strong chains. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to highlights.
Yeah, there were some great highlights there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that going then. This is overtime 3. Alright, so we've got the first highlight here. Very close to the beginning. Walrus misses a bomb here that would have been returned for a Build-A-Cat due to some spin and momentum. Walrus just wasn't able to get it. That was the first cap. Peanut stays close to base, doing some risky jukes here just to stay close because he knows they need the cap. He's able to get away, but it doesn't actually lead to a cap at the end. Peanut returns here for his own cap. Pavlov balls, rolling bombs diffused, and Peanut's able to come in and take it out. Great teamwork by Stu and Peanut. An unfortunate timing for the Probots here. If you watch closely, Stewart and I think Peanut, they both go for power-ups, I believe. And Build-A-Cat's able to get in for a cap. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, he just wasn't ready for the bomb. Some cripple anti-re here at the very end. They're trying to get a last-second cap. It just isn't going to happen. Peanut's not going to be able to get there or get into base in time. So we're up 2-0 for the small caps, and that was on Origin, correct? So now we're moving over to Sphere. 2-1, I'm sorry, 2-1. So now we're moving over to Sphere. Jump over to that group real quick.
Yeah, I still think the semi-pro bots have a little bit more fight left. I don't think it's going to be...
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, but the momentum's definitely in small caps' favor right now.
Mm-hmm. I am certain small caps are glad to have that 1-point lead coming into this second half of a second overtime.
Yeah, everything seems a lot better with a 1 point or 1 cap lead than trailing.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna check into both teams, make sure they're ready, but potentially moving into the final 5 minutes of this Mooper Ball. Yep, as I suspected, the semi-pro bots doing a little bit of configuration and team talk before they get started. Rough Justice is telling a joke. It's hard to tell whether or not it's a good one or it just doesn't end. So the Bob 18, you still sticking with the semi-pro bots for your choice to take it?
I'm still going to stick with the semi-pro bots. I still don't think we're going to see the last of them yet. Call me stubborn, call me whatever you want. I think the semi-pro bots still have as much of a chance as small caps is coming in this half.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. If you had changed your mind, I would have called you a wimp or something a little more vulgar.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be known as a wimp.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're a wimp, man.
Especially not a Canadian.
All right, we are going into the second half of the first overtime game. Watch
second
it.
Overtime
Thank you,
game.
viewers. Yep, second overtime game. Viewers, thank you for tuning in from your homes, from your cars, from your classrooms. Thank you for tuning in to stream. All right, let's see what power-ups we have off the get-go. Alright, it's a Tag Pro going to the small caps along with the Juke Juice. A couple of Juke Juices for the semi-pro bots.
3, 2, 1.
Seems like I got kicked out of the game. I'll try to join as soon as I can.
Okay. All the players look to be doing okay. The game is underway. Yasari, and keeping that Tag Pro on defense, doesn't want to let the opponents get a chain started right away.
Absolutely. I think we might see a lot of trying to just keep this to a 0-0 half from small caps.
Mm-hmm.
It's a risky move because it's really easy to open up multiple caps on this map once you get one.
Yeah, it's not a huge victory, or not a huge lead to be protecting. Pinocchio's working his magic. Not quite out yet, but he's still alive. Now he is. Cripple and Walrus have a lot to do with these boxes, especially considering there's a third guy lining up a snipe, successful by Pavlov.
We've got power-ups coming in just a second or two.
Mm-hmm. Stu's gonna get a rolling bomb.
Yeah, that was great patience by Stu not to push it right around pup time.
Yeah. Oh, Pinocchio's looking to lead the way in with the Tag Pro. Tag Pro on the other side, though, potentially getting Asari and out of base. Ooh, great snipe by Panoxt! Stu needs to get into base and get into base now. The blocks are not quite there. Stu, patience! Ooh,
And those
there's
tag
three there
pros are
ahead
going to be
now.
out.
Wow.
Yas trying
Great
to just buy
last-
time,
yeah.
going for the handoff.
Hmm.
Build is going to at least... Nope, not going to fake the attempt.
Only 2 in base. The blocks need to be solid.
Oh, there they are. And we're tied again.
Wow.
What did I say? They're not done yet.
Cripple
I didn't
now,
think so.
potentially. Yeah, he's got a regrab. He's lining up his boost. Cripple now coming in. Potentially at past 2. No, Pavlov not moving that far back.
Got power-ups coming. We're going to see if Cripple does something to go for him.
Yeah, let's see which one he goes for, if he thinks it's safe at all.
He's
should
not going
really
to
just
get any
boost
of
into
it.
base.
Yeah. Although Yas is going to do a handoff here to the rolling bomb.
Cripple chooses now to come into base, potentially the worst time in the past 30 seconds.
Ooh.
They get that diffuse and regrab though.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that bomb sends Pavlov bouncing all over the map, but not into a spike. Both teams flag out of base. 1-1, 2 minutes to go. Fantastic play from both teams.
It's 2-2, actually. But same diff.
Oh, right, 2-2. Absolutely, thanks for catching that.
Always happy to correct someone wrong on the internet.
STFY.
It's always nice to be humbled in Tag Pro, though. Everyone's always learning, and someone
Is
can
it?
teach you something else. I think on the playing pitch, I do. I personally don't mind getting humbled because
Oh, this could be...
It's
Ooh.
big trouble. Ooh, Paxoff hesitated. That might hurt him.
oh,
But
Panox.
it doesn't.
Oh,
Ooh.
that bomb!
Ooh.
It... He's not out yet, but he's still alive.
Semi-Probots doing everything in their power to poop on peanuts, but not stopping the party. Wow.
If he caps
And he's
this,
still
it
alive.
might be play of the game. Especially since it could
Panox.
potentially be the game-winning cap.
Helen Keller in the tight area still can't get the return. Panox has got a minute, and he's certainly got the moves as well. Cripple gets the first return. Wants to bomb. He probably knows that he wasn't going to get that. Oh, Walrus, great button. Panox needs to start pushing it into base.
Oh,
Ooh,
more
pushes it into a
bombs.
spike instead.
Nope, no number one play for you.
Nope. Certainly good moves, but in the end it amounts to nothing.
Pav going for that rolling bomb.
He's got 30 seconds as a Superman. Well, not that entire time, but he's got time to cap. Panox.
Oh,
Ooh! Great
uh-oh.
boost.
A return here is game. Oh, they
Oh.
don't get it, though.
That was a
Perfect catch.
And
Yeah,
now
other
the other
direction.
way.
Both ways. Build a cat. Potentially stuck in the far left. Walrus gets returned. So does
One last attempt from each
Build a
team.
cat. Wow.
Yeah, that was a
No
clutch.
cap.
3,
Great snipe by Walrus.
2,
And we're
Oh,
going into
that's
triple
it.
overtime.
Yep, that
Wow.
was a escape by Walrus. With 3 around him and nobody on regrab, he was able to squeeze out. That was probably the play of that half. That was a
Very
man
important
behind.
escape. All right, so for this next overtime period, we're gonna start on Sphere and then go back to Origin. You guys know the drill. Rinse and repeat unless somebody can step up.
How many overtimes until we go to Golden Cap?
Nope, just like the NHL playoffs. It just goes until somebody wins those 10 minutes.
Infinity. Wow. The link getting
Some
treed out again.
clutch
If you're not
stuff.
watching this, I'm not sure what you are doing.
All right. So, do we want to see the highlights?
I do.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
my heart can't take it. Okay, here we go. Overtime 4. Here we go. Patience by Stewart. The theme of this highlight reel. Stewart coming in just enough time to get a return on that tag pro there. He's just waiting around. Next, you got a tying cap here, Stewart, with an incredible hold this first half, or the beginning of the first half, or this half, able to get a cap out of it. Trying to kill Peanut here. No one can kill Peanut. Peanut, I thought, should have kissed there, and he didn't. And then the semi-pro bots do everything they can to kill Peanut. Nothing happens. So Peanut stays alive for a little while longer. Gets trapped in a corner. Helen not able to shut him down. Lots of little micro jukes here to stay alive, but it comes to nothing. No cap out of it. Some great returns though here. Stewart's hanging around at the bottom. Stewart with again some great hold, and Peanut takes out the Superman, and then his teammate takes him out or gets in for the return. So no cap came from it. Oh boy, it was just some flashy holding in that half.
Well, we're getting ready to start this third overtime. We're going to be starting it on semi-pro bots favoring Sphere. We're getting into it right now.
Yep,
10 more
both
minutes.
Teams ready to go.
The previous 60 minutes do not matter.
Avoid the past, live the present.
Hopefully I don't hear the last 70 minutes don't matter.
Gosh. Sure hope not.
Got a lot of East Coast players here looking to go to bed soon.
Yep.
Another parody round of power-ups, a juke juice and a rolling bomb to both teams. Unless we see any fantastic bomb openings, we should have a nice even start. That variability is one of the things I love about Tag Pro.
2, 1.
Not a bad bomb opening by Pavlov, but in the end can't quite steal the juke juice from Walrus. Walrus out of base. Pinocchio, great blocks to help enable that. Two missed snipes, but Walrus still has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, one thing going into this game, and I haven't really touched on for the first 60 minutes, is Walrus is really an underrated defensive flag carrier. He's got some rated jukes, and I think this game you've seen quite a few of them in clutch these jukes.
And you never know who's going to get those opening power-ups, so to be able to have a defender get that power-up and really take advantage of it is just priceless. Both teams reset. A relatively calm first minute. Another round of power-ups.
And they're split evenly, although Yas gets a tag pro for small caps. But Peanut able to get out because they weren't there to have two men on small cap flag.
Helen Keller stuck in the corner.
Going for the
Sets
handoff,
up a good
though.
handoff. Yep. Build a cat. Good awareness to take advantage of that and get out of base. Yep. A lot of hold time as we've seen in the other halves of the game. We've certainly had some halves where the flag stayed in base a little bit more. But recently there's been a lot of hold time for both teams. Pinocchio going back into base needs to skedaddle on out of there unless he... Yeah... He does it in the end, but I don't quite like him going so close.
It's definitely a risky move, especially when we're playing these short halves.
That said, who am I to criticize? I'm just sitting here and he's the one staying alive in all sorts of ungodly scenarios.
Ooh, Pinocchio keeping that rolling bomb intact for the most part while stuck in the corner, but eventually defused.
Yeah, a lot of the power-ups there went to semi-pro bots. They've got a rolling re, a tag pro,
Wow!
and there's a cap.
Pinocchio's had that flag for what must have been 30 to 45 seconds. All sorts of situations which he should have stayed alive, and just the patience, and it pays off. That's a great hold. There's a few jukes in there that are certainly worth a highlight reel.
Yas playing anti-re, but there's no one to anti-re.
Stu gets there in the end. Justifies it. Walrus pass two. Two blockers, two offensive defense. Walrus conservative.
Yeah, Yas looks like he's sitting on the fence whether to go help his teammates out or whether to stay on the anti.
Yeah, and he
Walrus.
smartly comes in because... Oh!
Great timing. Walrus knows the second that power-up is coming. The bombs aren't there, so he gets it, and as everybody else is out of position, he just boosts in for an easy cap.
Yep.
Stu out. Juke Juice rolling bomb. Coming down the right side. Maybe bomb. Nope. Conservative, even with the power-up, and it looks like it's going to pay off. No! Helen Keller gets the grab. Stays alive for long enough. Wow. And now this looks to be a handoff situation. Takes 2 to return that corner guy, and Yossarian is out.
And they go for the kiss. Smart kiss there. That was clutch to keep them from running away with this first half of our third overtime. They're already down by 2.
Yep, Pinocchio can't get away with 3 in base this time.
Oh, Pav with a silky grab there.
Walrus gets the button this time. Ooh! Can't quite get the return as well, which would have been a cap. Both teams flag out of base. It's getting a little bit more high tempo here at the end, but suspect we're going to go into the half 2-0. The biggest lead we've seen in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Looks like semi-pro are trying to play no grab defense.
Yossarian, pass 3. 2 people can't get the return on the juiced peanuts. Yep. Good opportunity there, but Pinocchio is just he's got it together today.
Yeah. Nearing 150 hold on 5 grabs. So it's not too bad for stack.
No, not at all.
3, 2, 1.
Wow, there it is, folks. Semi-Probots up 2-0.
That's going to be huge going into the second half. We're moving back to Origin, though, which is going to be favoring the small caps. If anyone has it in them, it's definitely small caps, but they're going to have to fight these last 5 minutes of the third overtime.
Mm-hmm. Small caps have not yet come back from a losing position at a halftime period. You know, it's only 2 caps, but, you know, we have seen the semi-probots fight back to tying scenarios in overtime. Let's see if the small caps can do the same. All right, we have some highlights so we don't delay the play too much.
Yep, let me get them.
Great.
Okay, overtime number 5. Here we go. Some crazy hold from Peanut and Build-A-Cat to start the half off here. Peanut with a crazy hold escape with a rolling bomb here to stay alive, and it saves his life with Pavlov with that juke juice. It actually turns out to be a cap later on. Builda is returned here by Stu with a great boost. Yossarian is caught down with the Cripples Tag Pro, and Peanut comes in for the first cap. Another cap. The train looks like it's starting. Walrus gets ahead of Build-A-Cat and Yossarian. Gets a juke juice because he knows it's coming. Boost straight in. Perfect timing by Walrus. Great presence of mind. Speaking of presence of mind from Walrus, Walrus has a great bomb return here. Pavlov's going to grab and get away with a great bump grab. Walrus bombs him into Stu for an easy return. So, momentum definitely on the semi-probot side. They had some great presence of mind, and the only thing that held small caps together looked like to be Build-A-Cat's hold time. Otherwise, I think semi-probots might have run away with it.
Yeah, interestingly enough, since the regular games, we haven't seen any roster changes. The